This is the Smith & Wesson Performance Center M&P 9 Shield Plus. So I picked this up a while back. I brought it home. I did an unboxing video. I said I was gonna take it to the range, put at least 500 rounds before I do a proper review on it. So that's what I did, and needless to say, this is not the video I was intending on doing. I was intending on coming back and telling you how awesome this is, and in almost every regard, this is an awesome pistol. The Performance Center version, this particular Performance Center version, has the longer overall barrel and slide. It's got the night sights on it, the MOS cutout to add the optic, which it comes with the Crimson Trace, and of course that sweet, sweet snappy trigger that comes with the Performance Center models. This is the 13+1 gun. So really an added capacity over what I would consider one of its main competitors, the Glock 48, which comes with a 10-round capacity. So that 13+1 and basically the same overall size gun was really, really a good innovation, I think. Overall, the grip is really grippy. It's got like almost like a skateboard grip tape feel to it. Really good snappy trigger. As you can see, this is empty. So just really good trigger. Good reset on it. Really, what's not to love on it? Well, I'll tell you what happened. I took to the range 3 different times to test it out. The first time was a really busy day and they only had a steel range available. So I would prefer not to do my first test of a pistol on a steel range, but that's what they had. Shot it a whole bunch of times, put probably a good 150 rounds through it. 2 things I noticed that first time. 1, I was halfway through a magazine when I heard a click. So not something I was expecting. So held it down range appropriately, just in case there's a hang fire. Dropped the magazine, ejected the round from the pipe, and it was a fully intact round. What the striker had been hit. The striker had hit, the primer had the little dent in it, so I figured this is just a dud. Kind of strange. This never happened to me with that ammo before, but anything's possible. So I decided to go ahead and try a 13+1. Had a 13 round magazine full, put the round in the pipe, put the magazine in, went down, shot that first one in the pipe, that +1. You can kind of feel something was a little off with that first round, but went to pull the trigger on the second round, click. It had failed to feed, failed to strip that first 13 round from the magazine. So thought that was kind of odd. Actually doubted myself, went back to the website, verified it was the 13+1 gun, which this is a 13+1 gun. Went ahead about my business, kept shooting. Tried the 13+1 one more time before I left the range for the day. Did the same thing. Failed to strip the round, failed to feed. I also had a second dud that day. It was the same type of ammunition, a different box, and I've been shooting this same ammunition reliably with no dud through my Glocks for at least 2 years. The whole time I've been living in the South, I've been shooting that range ammo. I think I was basically in denial at that point. Went home, didn't think much about it. A couple days went by, went back to the range, got a paper target range, went ahead and proceeded to test out the pistol on the paper targets and verified the accuracy, which was fairly good. Like Glocks, I tend to shoot a little bit to the left. I'm working on that. Went through a good 100 so rounds of ammunition and no light primer strikes or anything like that. A couple more days went by, decided I want to take it back to the range because I really want to get through 500 rounds and conclude whether or not this is a reliable pistol. That day, I tried the 13+1 again and had a different result this time. Instead of just a click and a failed to feed, this happened. Okay, so there's obviously something going on at this point. There's no more denying it. It's just there's something wrong with the pistol. So very disappointed at this point, but determined to get through the boxes of ammunition I brought with me, get to that 500 rounds. At this point, I decided I was going to go ahead and try the 13+1 again, and then this happened. So there's some sort of short stroking going on. Something's going on with it, especially with that 13+1. Something about the pressure of the 13 rounds pressing on the slide or something. It's not right. Didn't try the 13+1 anymore. Did have another light primer strike where a round failed to go off. So almost a $900 pistol that I'm really excited about with issues right out the bat. Very disappointing. Went to the shop where I bought it, the FFL, which also owns the range. Went and talked to the owner because I'm a decent customer, so the owner's always going to give me the best customer service. And he said, I can take it back there and monkey with it, or I can do the warranty. It's going to take longer. I'm going to have you fill out another 4473, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, your best bet is just to contact Smith & Wesson, get a return authorization, and send it in. I was on my lunch break that day, so I went back to my office after leaving the range, called Smith & Wesson, told them about the issue. They issued a return authorization, and tomorrow I will be shipping this back to Smith & Wesson. Obviously, I'll report back on how long it takes, what the issue is, what they find, what my customer service experience is with Smith & Wesson. This is my first Smith & Wesson pistol. I have some M&P rifles and revolver around here somewhere, but I've had no complaints with any Smith & Wesson products until this. So kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. I will be going back to my Glock 48 for the foreseeable future as my EDC gun. If you're interested in what's going to happen, make sure you like and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you know when I post the updates to this saga. Issues: Performance Center M&P 9 Shield Plus. So stay tuned. I'll report back on what happens. Later.